Welcome to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're gonna build some robots and then we're gonna destroy some other robots or human. This is a game that gives you a lot of stuff like robot assembling, robot fighting, flying through space, all sorts of things, and I'm very excited to show it off. So first of all, a big thank you to the developers for giving me a key to this game. We're gonna be playing War Robots Planet Defender. In the distant future, the human beings begin their interstellar travel in the vast universe. Lots of richest planets were mined, but not every planet is peaceful. Cruel pirates, wandering rebels, robot, monsters. We have to face these challenges. So the Human Alliance opened the position of Planet Defender to recruit brave young people to maintain the peace of various star regions, and you too are one of them. Flying a spaceship, landing on the planet at every urgent moment, and then wiping out the troublemakers with your war robot troops and our super amazing tank. Like, the tank we get is like for the win. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. That tank just rocks it, okay? Every long distance space jam will bring short-term memory loss. You're standing by the porthole of the huge cruiser with a view full of magnificent Nibble, gambling and surging to the depths of endless space. Before you can recover your memory, the sound of the mothership main computer interrupts your thoughts. Planet Defender 2597, please note that the 244th jump is finished. All resources and reserves are being checked, and you are ready to respond to task 9605. You smiled bitterly. After you became a Planet Defender 3 years ago, all kinds of space missions came one after another. You had to take your war robot troops and travel in all star regions. The voice of the main computer sounds like water. The space cruiser automatically rebooted. Mothership points are 0. Technology points are 0. The quantity of steel is 100,000. The quantity of fiber is 50,000. The quantity of nanomaterial is 30,000. The quantity of gold is calculating 100,000. The bomber is waiting to be activated. Transport plane is waiting to be activated. 13 war robot assembly lines are waiting to be activated. Oh, by the way, a medium-sized war robot assembly line has been activated. You can start to assemble your first team immediately. You ask awkwardly, how do I assemble? I seem to have forgotten. It's very simple. Enter the main control interface and click the robot button, then click the assemble button. After assembly, go into space. Mission target 1, coordinates 525, 113, ready for landing operations. Alright, so Mothership is done talking to us, and now let me show you off what we can do. So first of all, up here, this is our current level, so how much experience we need to get to the next level. Here is our Mothership points, which we can use for some really cool stuff. I'll show it off in a minute. Technology points, and how much steel, fiber, nanomaterial, and gold we have. So first thing you want to do, you want to click on this robot thing and you want to assemble your very first robot. Now with the first robot you don't actually have many options, but later we're going to get a lot of options. So we're going to start off with some legs. We're going to start with white deer legs, medium mechanical leg level 1. It has a speed of 6 and it has 450 weight support. It weighs by itself 150 and has health of 150. So the important part is here is the maximum support, so like you cannot give it too heavy stuff, the current weight, and then like some other information like health, speed, and armor. And we can see it here, which I think is so cool. Just look at this. This game is so good. Next up we have a cockpit. So we have a fox, which gives us 1 armor, 150 weight, 150 health, and I'm gonna place it over here. Now each one of these consumes some materials. We're gonna talk about the materials more a little bit later. Then we give him some weapons, some miniguns. Hello, look at that! Isn't that so good? I feel like this is every little boy dreams, and apparently also mine, because I'm so enjoying this. This is so good, okay? And this up here is another thing. So this is like modules that you can get, and each model gives you something different. And so armor gives you obviously extra armor. Charge model increases the speed, health increases health, and firepower increases firepower. However, the firepower with these basic miniguns is not very good. So basic minigun has a damage of 5. To give the firepower, it doesn't actually change the damage. It's not good for this type of weapon, but it's going to be useful for other weapons which you're going to get soon, and those weapons are really cool. Like, for example, missiles or lasers. Like, man, that's amazing. Okay, but we're going to start this off. Let's go with some armor. So we have armor 1, now we have armor 2, and then I'm going to put armor 3, and then let's make it a bit faster. 6.6 speed. Sure. Yeah, let's do it. So this is our beautiful, beautiful robot number 1. Look at this. We're gonna confirm it, and this is a robot. Okay. Next thing we can do, well, we can do it right now, but I will show it to you, is in the mothership we could activate certain extra things. So this is our tank, and this tank is the epicness. It's the most epic tank you've ever seen. And then we can put more stuff on it, like extra pulse guns and stuff. We started with 3 rapid fire guns. It has health of 2,000 health points recovering, and tech points recovering. So it gives us technology points which we'll use in the combat. I'll talk more about it a little bit later. And this here allows us to assemble more types of robots. Currently we only have 1, but we could get more. So we are currently doing middle types robot, but later we could do heavy type robots or super type robots. This on the left allows you to sort of use like a special ability. Like, for example, get an A10 attacker to fight with you for 30 seconds. But we don't have any mothership points right now, so it's not important. All the other things are, again, not important right now. So we're going to go straight into combat. And when we come back away from combat, we'll talk about the other things. Okay, so let's just go to space. Now we have this one planet, which is where our stuff, which is where we have to do our stuff. And this is our ship, so we're going to go towards the planet. One would expect. Once we get here, we get to do the mission. Planet 1 is an Earth-like planet with a radius of 8,000 kilometers and abundant mineral resources. Alright? Mission brief. Commander. At present, the mining robots on the planet are out of control. They not only stopped mining, but also automatically refit themselves. Now they have become terror-killing machines, starting to destroy mining devices and factories. It's time to stop them. Get ready to fight, Commander. So these are the main enemies. We're going to have patrol robots. They have 2 pulse guns. They do damage of 20. My robots do damage of 5. Okay, so our robots are really rubbish for this one. But we're going to try. I guess you forgot how to fight. I did not forget how to fight, okay? Like mothership. How dare you say that? But you should have experienced memory loss. Yeah, but I'm a commander. Now look at this thing. This thing is so epic. So there are 2 ways to get new robots. Either this thing comes to the end, and then we get a new robot and we'll have to pay these resources for it. What resources depends on the type of a robot. Or we can use our technology points, which we get over here, and we can click, and then we use the technology points and the money to make new robots. Now you can see we have some robots over here. Let me just buy as many as we can. And these robots are not overly strong, so when they move here to fight the other robots, let me actually show the HP. They are not going to do a lot of damage and they're going to die very quickly, but my big tank can do stuff. So look at the health of my tank. Killing these guys almost is not touching my health. Well, actually it's touching my health a little bit, but it's helping. Make sure that you always get more robots. Now this first one is actually probably the most difficult missions. The other ones get a bit easier as you get better robots on your own. But this first one. So we're going to move a little bit to the left here. And because if you go through these turrets, you lose a lot of health. So we want to avoid the turrets as much as possible. And we're actually going to avoid all of these. Now we can use this to release missile storm. Look at this. This does insane damage everywhere. It's kind of awesome. And then we're going to go around these missiles. And then we're going to move towards this. And we're going to start hitting that. And that's going. And when that gets to 0, then, well, we haven't won. We have to actually destroy everything. But then they no longer spawn new enemies. So then it's going to be much easier to fight them. So you can see that our robots are fighting over here. And then our main thing is fighting over there. And every time there's like new enemy bots, we're starting to kill off the bots. And then we focus on this again. I'm just using up all my points here to kill them off. And then we can use our missiles and just shoot it everywhere. Okay, we destroyed that. That's great. So now let's move to kill off all the leftover units. Now this seems pretty easy now that I've done it, right? But if you don't avoid the turrets, you're gonna die and then you're gonna be like, what? But I thought this is supposed to be an easy mission, right? And then you're just like dead. It's like, what happened? Well, the thing is that you didn't avoid the turrets. The turrets are really strong, so just like no on the turrets, okay? Now, this is where it gets even more exciting. So, now we get the mothership points, now we get the technology points so we can do stuff. So let me first show you technology. So we are at level 1, so we can use out of these pick out of these 6 options. Once we get to level 15, we can pick here, and level 30, we can pick here. So let me show you the options. First, we got emergency takeoff. Reduce the cooling time of the bomber by 5% for each level, up to 10 levels. Increase, so this I assume allows us to use the special abilities a bit more often. Increases movement speed of 4 robots by 5% per level. This is actually quite good. Then we have support. Each level increases by 5% tactical point recovery. So this gives us more. More often the tactical points, so we can get more robots faster. Each level increases the life and attack of some A10 by 20%. Each level increases 20% of tanks' health and 20% of life recovery speed. This is amazing. We'll put 2 points in that, so we're gonna have more tank health all the time. And this is comprehensive protection. Each level increases 5% of war robots' health. So we'll put 1 into that, and I think we'll put 1 into the robot speed. So we got our stuff. Now we get 2 mothership points, so we can go to the mothership and we can allow ourselves to build a new type of a medium robot, or we can wait till we get 3 points and then we can add some sort of a cool gun onto our main thing. But I think we'll just take another type of a robot, so let's do it. Then we'll go to components. Now here we can upgrade components. So we have gotten weapon gems and equipment gems, which we can use to upgrade stuff. And we also got new type of equipment because we finished the first level. So we get a plasma gun, double damage to heavy units, ground and air targets. It does damage 20 compared to the minigun, which did damage 5. It's health of 25. The shoot range is 40 as opposed to 30. Shoot rating is 2 as opposed to 0.25. It only attacks one thing at a time, same for the minigun. Then we get a Black Raven medium cockpit, which has a health of 200 instead of 150, and armor 2 instead of 1 with the Fox. And we get Wolf Legs, which have health of 200, weight support 600, and move speed 5. So they're a little bit slower, but they can do a lot better weight support. So let's first start off by upgrading. I think we'll upgrade the cockpit, because we want more armor ideally. So this actually only gives us more health, but I think we'll do it anyways. And then we'll upgrade one of the weapons. We'll obviously upgrade the plasma gun, because we want it to be the best. So it does 24 damage now, which is way better, and gives me better health as well. So let's go make ourselves a new robot. So let's assemble this one. We'll go with the Wolf Legs and the Black Raven. We'll give it the plasma guns. And we'll give it, let's give it more firepower. So this is going to increase from 24 to 25 the damage. Then to 26 and then to 27. So this is like very rapid fire shooting kind of a robot. Confirm. And our second robot will change the legs and the cockpit as well. And we'll change the weapons to the plasma guns as well. But we're going to stick to the armor here. So this is going to be sort of like the more armored unit, while the other one is going to be different. Now they will both have slightly different steel fiber and nanoneeds and the time it takes to manufacture them. So this one has 16. This one has also 16. Okay, so they have the same thing, but they have slightly different requirements. And that's why sort of like the timer until you can get the next robot with the resources is going to sometimes go a bit differently. Okay, then we could get Air Force here, but needs to be activated in the mothership panel, which we don't have the points for just yet, because we took the extra robot instead. So let's go to space and do another battle. So we have a second sort of like fight here. This time I'm going to be fighting the tank robots, which use a cannon. They do damage of 50. So let's land. Well done, now we need to keep on searching and eliminate more robots. This time the enemy will send out heavy tanks that have been modified. Better let the robots install plasma gun against them. Well, we've got the plasma guns, so thank you for telling me. Alright, I'm gonna always keep the HP on because I really like it. I think it's more clear on what's happening. And like I said, we're gonna wait till we get some robots before we kind of go too close. So let's try to click some. So we got the first one, the one who's more like an armor kind of robot. Let's get now the second one. So these two are the sort of second, the more firepower and more damage, and these guys are the more the armor. So let's move a bit closer towards the enemy. I'm gonna take more of the firepower guys. We'll see how we can do some damage to them. Do we want to start off with the missiles? I think it might be too soon. Actually, let's do it because it has a cooldown, so it's better to use it the moment you can use it. Alright, let's keep shooting these guys. I want to keep taking the firepower tanks. We can also zoom in and take off the HP so we can kind of see more stuff if you'd like. This tank is just But I really prefer the HP because I think it's important to see like how much HP you have and how much damage are you doing. Alright, let's keep moving slowly ahead and establishing our perimeter here. Let's use another one of these. Good. Alright, we're getting close to the turrets, so we gotta do what we always do, move with the thing around. You can move over your own units. They don't get upset about it. They're like, it's fine. You're the boss, you can move over me. I will bow down and get out of the way of this super cool big thing that we have. It's fine. This is how the robots talk apparently. Or the men in the... I don't know if they're like men in the robots controlling it. Maybe. Who knows? Alright, you go and try to shoot at this big thing. As soon as you kill these little... Yeah, let's use the missiles. Good. Very nice damage. And you can see our robots are kind of holding off over here. And then we are fighting over here against that stuff. Ooh, we gotta go backwards a little bit so that this turret cannot hit us. Can't let the turrets hurt us. Turrets, fight against my robots, not against me. I don't want to get hit by any turret. So now we can kind of zoom in, get a bit closer. Oh, wow, that just destroyed my units like no stress. Show HP? Yeah, we've got a lot of HP. We could try to kind of move away because there are a lot of robots we have to fight here, but I think we'll just use the missiles instead. Yeah, that's great. Now we can focus on destroying this pretty quickly. Okay, just a little bit is what we needed. I'm thinking that if I just kind of like go further, I really want to, yeah, I want to force it to, whoa. Okay, it blew up. It doesn't really matter if it blows up actually. There's no penalty for that. Just kind of, you get the tank again later. So yeah, so now we just have to destroy these little turrets. Which, considering that they cannot spawn any more enemies, is not going to be too much of a problem. So, our robots will take care of that. Let's undo the HP so we can watch it a bit better. And this robot's coming. He's like, I'm gonna help you, buddy, destroy the turret. And the buddy died in front of us. Like, I'm not gonna be scared. I'm strong. I can do this. Yeah, keep hitting the turrets. How are the HPs of the turrets? Yeah, they're fine. More robots coming all the time. Yeah, this turret is almost gone. Destroyed. Yep. Perfect. Okay, we did it. Very nice. Come on. Come on. Okay. We got one weapon gem, one equipment gem, and we got some other resources. So we're gonna go back home, and more importantly, we get some new equipment again. So let's check it out. Components, I should say. We get Hawk and Grizzly's 2 new cockpits. So Hawk has 3 armor, 250 health. Grizzly's has 4 armor and 300 health, so I like that one way better. And but this one is faster to deploy. It needs less tactical points. This is a special thing. This is like legs for a heavy tank, which we don't have yet, but we could use it later. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the equipment and update the Grizzlies. So now it's going to have 360 health instead of 300. And then we get a flamethrower and a cannon. So cannon does damage 35, health 50, and it shoots from a range of 50. Flamethrower is more from a close range, but also does damage of 50. So we're going to upgrade the flamethrower because I really like the flamethrower. So let's upgrade it. Off we go. This cannot be used to upgrade anything. It's a bomb, right? So wait, it increases the damage by 5, really? No, it's not gonna work. Yeah. Anyway, so let's go back to the robots and we'll change this one. So the first one, the armor guy, is going to be the flamethrower guy because he kind of has to go up close, right? So we'll give him the Grizzly cockpit and the Rhino legs. Alright. And we're gonna give him the flamethrowers. 2 flamethrowers, you have a lot of armor, 7 armor, 1000 health. Yeah, this is the flamethrower guy. And then this guy is gonna be the cannon kind of guy. Let me give you some cannons. I don't know. Yeah, so it does actually affect the damage. Like normally does 35, we get it up to 40. And we get a shoot rating that's the same, and shoot range is the same. I might change one of these to... Now let's leave it. And we'll give him better legs and the best cockpit as well. Yeah, 744 health, so significantly less health. 4 armor. And move speed is actually the same. I think we might want to make this guy move a little bit faster if possible. So let me use this. I think this is faster speed. Yeah, just a little bit fast. But actually this is the cannon guy, so I don't know if they need to be fast. Yeah, let's just go with the firepower on the cannons. Maybe fine. The cannon guys, firepower, flamethrower, armor. All good. Next, we're gonna upgrade some technology. So we want more health for my tank. Give it to level 5. And let's go more health for my robots. Now in the mothership, I'm not gonna take anything because I want to get this kind of like a new cool weapon. So we're gonna wait. Or we could get a bomber. To build a bomber for a ground attack. Or summon an A-10 attacker to fight for you for 30 seconds. Launch 5 cruise missiles to bomb the designated location. Or airborne. Let's try build a bomber for ground attack. Yeah, let's go with that. And then we would, here in the Air Force, we could load a bomb. Which apparently we don't have. Alright. I haven't actually tested the bombs. Like, oh yeah, we need to get rid of the bombs here. Okay, my apologies. Now we can load the bombs here. Good. The yellow box is the center of bomb dropping. Do we want to drop them all at once? I guess we do. We'll try. We'll try. Now let's go fight. This time the enemy built large number of light robots. You should be careful. I hope you have unlocked the weapon cannons. Really light armor killer. Yeah, we've got that and flamethrowers. Flamethrowers are probably not the best decision here, but I want to show them off because they're cool. And who wouldn't want to have a flamethrower? That's very cool. Ooh, and now we can send the heavy bombers. Very cool. I like it. I wonder if we'll lose the bombs or if they're going to be like reactivated at the end of this map. We'll see. So let's get some flamethrower guys. And we'll move a little bit closer because they're getting pretty close to my base. And we do not want that. Yeah, we're destroying them pretty easily. My flamethrower guy should hopefully move closer. We'll get more flamethrower guys. Good. Yeah, he's moving towards the enemy and then he's like shooting at him. Really nice. Oh, look at that plane there. We'll use the missiles because why not? And we'll get more flamethrower kind of guys. Or robots, I should say. Look at this flamethrower. That is so cool. We need to get closer. More flamethrowing kind of guys. Alright, now if we're gonna use the bomber, I'd really like to use it on that space over there. So can I? Yeah, let's use it on the big thing. And it just throws the bomb there. And it did not do any damage. Okay, that was a slight fail. Okay, never mind. Bomber did nothing. Next time we'll throw the bomber at the units. As always, let's avoid the turrets. We don't like the turret. Oh, the flamethrower guy just destroyed that turret like no stress. Like, look at this guy. They do not care about some turrets. They're like, turrets, no problem. And I can destroy this without any stress. Yeah, the flamethrowers guys were good. Didn't really see much of the cannon. Yeah, this guy used the cannon. Didn't really seen that much in practice. Yeah. But they're nice. They can stand much further away, so I think it's a good idea that they probably don't need so much armor and stuff. So, because they're kind of far away, so they're not the one getting hit on. So it might be something to sort of look up later on once we get sort of more like defined units. To have like maybe the cannon guys kind of far away and not using the stuff, etc. Okay, we lost the bombs. Good to know. We now only have one bomb. Or does that mean I can add the bomb to the 4 I already have? Let's check it here. I can add one to the 4 I already have, so let's add it there. Good. Now let's go back to components because we get new stuff. We now get laser guns and missiles, which is very cool. And we still only have 2 points because so let's upgrade the missile. And instead of doing 20 damage, it's going to do 24 damage. And we'll also upgrade the equipment. We get mostly stuff for heavy tanks, so the best thing is still the Grizzlies and the Rhino. Now, in order to upgrade the Grizzly from level 2 to level 3, I actually need 2 gems. So over here. So instead I'm going to upgrade the Rhino legs. And now they're going to give me a bit more health. So let's do that. Then we'll go back to our robots. Sorry, not here, to our robots. And so we have the flamethrowers and the cannon kind of guys. And I want to check. So instead of the cannon, I think we'll give them a laser gun on one hand and a missile on the other because they have a similar range. And then the flamethrower, I mean, it kind of seems weird, like to give. We'll leave the flamethrower guy the way he is. I'm pretty happy with him. Okay. Mothership, we'll leave the 2 points, because instead of taking another robot, I would rather get like a new gun or something. And technology-wise, we get 2 points, so we'll get... Let's give more speed to our robots, so they can move faster. And we're gonna go to space. And we should... So we finished all the mission here, so we can click on New Mission. Good job, Commander, you have finished the test. In any case, the mineral-rich planet has regained its peace. Move on to the next target, Commander. New target, Planet 2, purpose, exterminate pirates. Let's go. And we got a perfect battle. Perfect. Your command art is amazing. Yeah, okay, so we gotta go this way. Sorry. Let's go to this beautiful planet. See what we can find over here. Planet 2 is rich in heavy materials. It looks gray and red. A group of interstellar bandits are here. It's time to wipe them out. I'm gonna kill these poor humans. I feel bad. These gangsters are doing all kinds of evil here. It's time to let them taste the power of Planet Defender. They're only equipped with pistols and AK and should not be a problem. And I have missiles, laser gun, and flamethrowers at these poor pirates. You picked the wrong place to rob. Like, look at them. Look at this guy. He has a gun. Okay, he has a gun against a tank that's this big and robots that throw flamethrowers. I'm gonna try to use the TC point for the laser gun and missile robots so I can show them off to you. If we're ever gonna stand our ground here, I think, for the moment. So I'm gonna wait. But you can see that this one needs a lot of less points, so it's like you can get it faster. So this is our you can see this sort of missile hand. No, that's... I think that's the laser gun. The other one is the missile. I'm not sure which one is which. We'll see once it gets there. So far we just have the flamethrower kind of thing. But I kind of want to watch the new one. Yeah, so this is throwing the lasers already. And now you saw from the left hand it's throwing missiles. And because they have similar range, they can use them both. We'll use our missiles as well. I call for more flamethrower kind of guys. So I really like this, the lasers with the missiles. It's an interesting combo. We could have just like a missile or just laser kind of guy, but I kind of like the combination. It seems cool to me. Well, as usual, avoid the turrets, because we don't like them. And let's throw this time the bombers at the turrets. Yeah, that actually did some damage. That was a good decision. Because like throwing it at this building seems kind of pointless. So let's go in the back so we're far enough from the turret. And then we'll try to shoot at this building. Good, and now we can focus on our robots. Yeah, like look at these. They're doing some really nice damage. They're pretty expensive, like tactical point wise, so it's like, again, sometimes might be a good idea, let's just get cheaper robots that just have, let's say, missiles, but they're really, really far and don't have maybe a good armor or anything like that, and you can just like quickly use them up to do damage. How much HP does my tank have? You know. We could use this missile, so let's do it. Yeah, we destroyed that thing. But like, I mean, the human pirates against these kind of robots, they don't stand the chance. Oh, this was like, I'm the only one, stop killing me. Oh, we're not stopping. We are not stopping. Right. Now I can show you off what I want to show you off, which is... Oh, we didn't get more mothership points because we didn't level up, I guess. So actually can't show you a new pulse gun yet. Ah, that's a bit unfortunate. Okay, never mind. So let's do some more technology upgrades. We could do... Let's reduce the cooling time of the bomber. No, let's increase tactical point recovery, because we're gonna need some more for that. And component-wise, we get more stuff for the heavy tanks, which we can't unlock yet. We actually get nothing new for the stuff that we have. This would cost us 6 mothership points to get a heavy tank, and we don't have that yet. So let's do like one last fight, I think. Star pirates are not so easy to be defeated. Armed with shotguns, the enemy can shoot 3 bullets at the same time. The part with the laser knife in the melee attack is strong and don't let them get to you. Oh, let's try this then. Okay. Ready to land. So the flamethrowers are going to be pretty close, which might not be ideal for them against the melee guys, but I just have faith in myself. I'm not too worried. I assume their setup is the same. They have 4 turrets now? Oof. You do not like turrets. We're gonna have to use a lot of bombers on the turrets, I think. Let's get some flamethrowing kind of guys. And we should get the tactical points a little bit faster. So we should be able to do some more damage. Yeah, they're moving close. But we can start using our guns very soon. Show their HP. They're gonna go a little bit backwards because we don't want them to get to me. Yeah, and we're gonna need more of these sort of long-range people. Since they're melee, we want to use people that can do like nice damage from a distance. Yeah, like this guy. This guy's already shooting there, like super far away. Let's use my missiles, because I can. Yeah. And we need some flamethrowers to sort of hold them off in the front. But I think the laser gun guys are gonna do the best damage. Get some more build. Let's use a bomber on one of these turrets. Okay. We're slowly moving forward, gathering some robots here to stand our ground. Oh, they got a bit too close. Gotta remember to stand behind our robots here. Let's keep moving a little bit. Lost some points here because I wasn't paying attention to being too close to the melee guys, I think. Alright now though. They're gaining health again, so it's like we don't have to worry too much about it. Do not have any big abilities yet, but you can get some more flamethrowing guys. Yeah, you can see my health moving. Let's use more missiles and more flamethrowing guys. This mission is getting a bit more difficult, which I think is a bit more interesting. I like that. We're gonna use more of these bombers on these turrets as soon as we can. Use a bomber on this turret again. Kind of try to start moving in that direction instead of start shooting at these things. Now we could try to sort of go around sort of a bit wider way to try to go avoid these turrets. I'm gonna try to do that. Might be a bit of a risk, but I'm gonna try. Because I'd really like to start hitting this from behind. Let's just avoid a big bunch of enemies. Just keep moving, keep moving. Get more basic robots. Alright, good. We got them from behind. Now we just need to get close to the main big thing. We can't really kind of stay here because we're gonna have to move away from the melee guys, which do some pretty high damage. Let's use the missiles to get rid of them. Nice. Yeah, great. So now they cannot spawn any more people, except for those that they already have, so we can actually move backwards. We kind of get out. Click some more, and let's move forward a little bit so we can start shooting maybe some turrets. Get closer, can we shoot up the turret? Yeah. We can hurt it more than it can hurt us, I think. Yeah. Let's go at another turret. Yep. Attacking the turrets from two directions, that's real good. This kind of laser robot. And with missiles. Yeah. Very, very nice. Very cool. That was really cool. Like I said, this game is very cool. And we got 3 points in the mothership, so now we could activate a new weapon. So for example, we could get a dual missile launcher on the super tank. So now the tank by itself, aside from having the 3 rapid fire guns, it will also throw missiles, I mean. I think it's very, very cool. Component wise, we just keep getting stuff for the heavy tank, which we can't use yet. But for example, we're gonna have a plasma cannon, a railgun there, and stuff like that. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, write down in the comments. And you can click on the right top to watch Cosmoteer, which is a game in space. Or you can click on the right bottom to watch Unity of Command 2, which is one of my most popular strategy games from November 2019. See you there. Bye bye!